self-regulation and mindfulness principles. Number 1, multisensory integration. 2, emotional regulation. 3, executive functioning. 4, mindfulness. Self-regulation and mindfulness defines 9 daily activity targets that are based on useful strategies to implement the 4 principles in the child's daily life. 9 daily activity targets. Number 1, touch and heavy work. 2, hydration and oral motor. 3, metronome, timing, and sequencing activities. 4, right and left brain integration. 5, patterns and repetition. 6, breathing and Valsalva. 7, vision and sound. 8, movement. 9, inhibition strategies. The focus of these activities is to implement the 9 daily targets to address various levels of need for each client. Based on Maslow's hierarchy, sensory processing, and mindfulness theories, I created the Self-Regulation and Mindfulness 7-level hierarchy. The model provides a guide for exploring and understanding how to fulfill each client's needs. Sensory processing and basic biological needs are always viewed as a motivation or deficiency, regardless of the person's general level of functioning. The bottom of the pyramid represents the foundation of safety and preservation and describes each of the 7 levels through reciprocal mindfulness at the top. When selecting activities for the child, you should have an idea of their general level of functioning as it relates to this hierarchy, as well as using the pyramid to set development goals and acknowledging progress. When assessing, remember, levels 1 through 4 on the hierarchy correspond with higher level activities. Level 5 corresponds with mid-level activities, and levels 6 and 7 correspond with foundational level activities. Part 1. Chapter 1. Let's study the brain. Introduction. Yes, all roads lead to the brain. However, it is important to also review the corresponding paths to get there. Let's think about the anatomy of the human nervous system. Please note that this information is not meant to replace or supplement a thorough review of neuroanatomy. In this chapter, we show the various neurological systems in the brain in a basic manner. We will start with the anatomy of trees. Yes, trees. While this may seem disconnected from the premise of this book, it will all make sense. Anatomy of a tree, our nervous system. Have you ever marveled at the wonder and beauty of trees? Trees go through various stages within their lives as well as between seasons. My grandfather loved to practice gardening. One of his huge successes was an apple tree. I was not aware that he had planted seeds for an apple tree until one time when I came for a visit. It was simply amazing how, out of nowhere, there was a yard full of plentiful, delicious apples. The area in which my grandfather planted the tree was not the best location, in my opinion. There were apparent obstacles that would seem to halt the growth of the roots. Yet, the tree flourished, allowing my children to taste the fruits of my grandfather's labor. Now, why are we talking about trees? Perhaps you have already made some conclusions. Our bodies need food and water, as well as other external input. We are like trees in that we take in information from the environment through our limbs, as well as our eyes, ears, and our skin. There are several internal processes that result in sensation in the form of information navigating through the trunks and various branches of our nerves before reaching our brains. In order for us to grow and develop, we must participate in this process. Passive interaction will not result in one's growth and will hamper development. When working with our children,